I'm not surprised that my home only appreciated by 1% every year versus 5%. Yeah. I'm not surprised when I go, oh my gosh, prices are at what now?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a really important thing when it comes to doing this. Having a realtor who does this regularly, at least once a year is good, because it gives you, instead of sticker shock of, man, I thought my house was worth X, right, and then you get a kick in the pants of, wow, my house has only appreciated 2% over the past 2 years, 3 years. You have an understanding of where things are at, rather than living in la la land, expecting your house to be worth $1 million
in a year, which is But home improvements are another big thing when it comes to your home's value. If you are slowly putting in what we like to call sweat equity, it can improve the value of the home. That means like doing things yourself, not necessarily like saying that DIY is the best. But
I would say it depends on what you're doing.
It depends on what you're doing. If you're making cardboard cutouts look like your sink, no, you don't want a cardboard sink. But if you're doing things like putting in a floor, granted, flooring contractors do a really nice job of it, but as someone who grew up doing all this kind of stuff, my father's a contractor, I can put in a floor in a week.
Yeah,
and I can have a couple buddies over. We can put in a floor, and it's nice. And so that can really improve the value of a home, especially if you have shag carpet from the 70s.
Yeah. I mean, even the small things. I mean, if you put the work in, it's called sweat equity for a reason. You're doing the work, right? So if I own a home for a couple of years and I'm able to change out shag carpets, and I'm putting either new carpets or I'm putting luxury vinyl plank in there myself, which honestly is not very hard. If you watch a couple of YouTube videos instead of being don't be too proud to watch YouTube and try and figure things out. But that's something you could do for relatively cheap.
Very true. In comparison to getting a contractor to do it.
Yeah, that's 100%. And throwing some paint on the walls if you hate the color of the house. Different rooms in the house, and they're not crazy eccentric colors. That can add value to a home, and it's not a super time intensive thing.
It is not.
I mean, it can be expensive, but usually not as expensive as hiring a painter.
That's very true.
So yeah, I mean, those small things over time can build equity, because it makes the house more appealing. So yeah, man, that's my thoughts on home improvements, I guess.
Oh yeah,
that you can do on your own. But that kind of brings us into the next point of loan to value. So like I think I've hit on this a lot in this episode, but loan to value helps you determine what the equity of your home is, or how much you would get if you sold your home, right? So if your mortgage balance is $300,000 and your house is worth $500,000, if all things were great and if you had somebody give you an offer for $500,000, before any other deductions, and paying anyone, you would net $200,000 from selling your home.
Right.
So, figuring that out is something to, determine if I am in a good spot. Is it a good time to buy or a good time to sell?